The Book of Psalms stands as a cornerstone of Catholic wisdom literature. It is a timeless collection that has been cherished and revered for centuries, offering a profound connection to the divine. It is a collection of 150 inspired hymns, prayers and meditations that have nourished the faith of Jews and Christians for millennia. Each psalm is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the human spirit's quest for meaning and connection with God. The Psalms provide a unique and powerful language for speaking to God, expressing the full spectrum of human emotion from joy and gratitude to sorrow and despair. They are a mirror reflecting our innermost thoughts and feelings, giving voice to our deepest yearnings and fears. For Catholics, the Psalms are not merely ancient poetry, they are living words that resonate deeply with our own experiences of faith, doubt, hope, and love. They are a source of comfort and strength, guiding us through the trials and tribulations of life. Within the pages of the Psalter, we discover a reflection of our own hearts. The Psalms speak to us in moments of joy and celebration, as well as in times of sorrow and mourning. They remind us that we are never alone in our journey of faith. We find words for our joys and sorrows, our fears and aspirations. The Psalms offer a sanctuary for our souls, a place where we can pour out our hearts to God and find solace in His presence. Through the Psalms, we learn to pray as Jesus prayed, drawing closer to the heart of God. They teach us the art of prayer, helping us to cultivate a deeper, more intimate relationship with our Creator. The Psalms invite us to encounter the divine in the midst of our everyday lives, transforming our ordinary moments into opportunities for prayer and communion with the Almighty. They encourage us to see the sacred in the mundane, to find God's presence in the simple, everyday acts of life. Whether we are alone in quiet reflection or gathered with others in worship, the Psalms unite us in a shared language of faith. They are a bridge connecting us to the generations of believers who have come before us and those who will follow. In the Psalms, we find a treasury of prayer that enriches our spiritual lives, offering wisdom, comfort, and inspiration. They are a gift from God, a testament to His enduring love and faithfulness. Tradition attributes the authorship of many psalms to King David, the second king of Israel. David, known for his skill as a musician and poet, is said to have composed numerous psalms for use in temple worship. While modern scholarship suggests that the Psalms were likely written over a longer period and by various authors, the connection to David remains significant. David, as both king and shepherd, embodies the human experience in its fullness. He knew the heights of victory and the depths of despair, the joys of intimacy with God and the pangs of spiritual dryness. This spectrum of human experience is woven into the tapestry of the Psalms, making them relatable across cultures and throughout history. Even if David did not pen every word, his life and experiences serve as a powerful lens through which to understand the raw emotion and profound theological depth contained within the Psalter. The Book of Psalms is not a random collection of poems. It is intentionally structured into 5 distinct books. This structure is not merely a coincidence, but a deliberate design that mirrors the 5 books of the Torah, also known as the Pentateuch. The Psalms serve as a spiritual guide, leading the reader through various stages of faith, emotion, and worship. Each book within the Psalms has its own unique focus and message, contributing to the overall tapestry of spiritual wisdom and devotion. This division, likely modelled after the 5 books of the Torah, suggests a purposeful arrangement designed to guide the reader on a spiritual journey. The Torah, which includes Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, lays the foundation for Jewish law and tradition. Similarly, the 5 books of Psalms provide a framework for understanding and experiencing the breadth of human emotion in relation to the divine. This intentional structure helps believers navigate their faith, offering solace, guidance, and a means to express their deepest feelings to God. Each book culminates in a doxology, a brief hymn of praise to God, emphasizing the overarching theme of gratitude and worship. These doxologies serve as a reminder of the ultimate purpose of the Psalms, to glorify God. They encapsulate the essence of each book, bringing closure to the themes explored and redirecting the reader's focus back to divine praise. The doxologies are not just conclusions, but are pivotal moments that elevate the spiritual experience, reinforcing the importance of worship in the believer's life. The first book, Psalms 1 to 41, introduces key themes such as the blessedness of the righteous and the consequences of sin. It sets the stage for the rest of the Psalms by establishing a clear dichotomy between the righteous and the wicked. The blessedness of the righteous is portrayed through their unwavering faith and trust in God, while the consequences of sin are depicted through the struggles and turmoil faced by the wicked. This book serves as a moral compass, guiding believers towards a life of righteousness and away from sin. The second book, Psalms 42 to 72, focuses on the Davidic kingship and God's faithfulness to his covenant. This section highlights the importance of leadership and the role of the king as God's chosen representative on earth. The Psalms in this book often reflect the personal struggles and triumphs of King David, serving as a testament to God's unwavering support and faithfulness. Through these Psalms, believers are reminded of the significance of divine leadership and the assurance of God's promises. The third book, Psalms 73 to 89, explores themes of trust in God amidst suffering and uncertainty. This book delves into the complexities of faith, especially during times of hardship and doubt. The Psalms here are often raw and honest, expressing deep anguish and questioning God's presence. Yet they also reaffirm the importance of maintaining trust in God, even when circumstances seem dire. This book serves as a source of comfort and strength for those facing trials, reminding them that God is always present, even in their darkest moments. The fourth book, Psalms 90 to 106, celebrates God's kingship over all creation and recounts his mighty acts in history. This section is filled with awe and reverence for God's power and sovereignty. The Psalms here often reflect on the wonders of creation and the historical acts of deliverance performed by God. They serve as a reminder of God's omnipotence and his active role in the world. Believers are encouraged to recognize and celebrate God's kingship, finding joy and assurance in his eternal reign. Finally, the fifth book, Psalms 107 to 150, concludes with exuberant praise and thanksgiving, culminating in a grand finale of praise in Psalms 146 to 150. This final book is a crescendo of worship, filled with songs of joy and gratitude. It brings the journey through the Psalms to a triumphant close, encouraging believers to lift their voices in unrestrained praise. The concluding Psalms are a powerful reminder of the importance of gratitude and the joy that comes from a heart fully devoted to worshipping God. Section 4, Hymns of Praise and Laments of Sorrow, exploring the types of Psalms. The Book of Psalms, often referred to as the Psalter, is a collection of 150 ancient songs and prayers that have been cherished for centuries. These texts are not just historical artifacts, they are living documents that continue to inspire and comfort people around the world. The Psalms encompass a wide range of genres or types, each with its own distinct style and purpose. From joyous hymns of praise to heartfelt laments, the Psalms capture the full spectrum of human emotion and experience. They serve as a mirror to our souls, reflecting our deepest fears, hopes, and dreams. Hymns of praise filled with expressions of gratitude and awe celebrate God's greatness and goodness. These psalms often begin with a call to worship, inviting the community to join in exalting the Creator. They recount the mighty acts of God from the creation of the world to the deliverance of the Israelites, and they remind us of the enduring power and majesty of the divine. Psalms of thanksgiving offer thanks to God for specific blessings and deliverance from hardship. These psalms are deeply personal, often recounting individual experiences of God's intervention and grace. They serve as a testament to the faithfulness of God and encourage us to recognize and celebrate the blessings in our own lives. Wisdom psalms reflect on the meaning of life, the consequences of sin, and the path to righteousness. These psalms offer practical advice and moral teachings, guiding us toward a life of virtue and integrity. They remind us that true wisdom comes from a deep relationship with God and a commitment to living according to His will. Royal psalms, often attributed to or about the king, explore themes of God's sovereignty, justice, and mercy. These psalms celebrate the divine right of kings and the special relationship between the monarch and God. They also serve as prayers for the king's success and the well-being of the nation, reflecting the belief that the prosperity of the people is tied to the righteousness of their leader. Yet perhaps the most striking are the laments, which give voice to the raw pain of human suffering, doubt, and despair. These psalms are cries from the depths of the soul, expressing feelings of abandonment, fear, and confusion. They remind us that it is okay to bring our struggles and questions to God, and that even in our darkest moments we are not alone. These psalms of lament, far from being expressions of doubt, demonstrate the intimacy of the believer's relationship with God. They show that faith is not about having all the answers, but about trusting in God's presence and love, even when life is difficult. Through these psalms, we learn that it is possible to find hope and healing in the midst of suffering. They remind us that we can bring our deepest sorrows and anxieties to God, trusting in His unwavering love and compassion. These psalms encourage us to be honest with our emotions and to seek comfort in our faith. They teach us that God is always ready to listen and to provide solace, no matter what we are going through. By embracing the full spectrum of human experience, the Psalms provide a vocabulary for every emotion and circumstance in life. They offer a way to connect with the divine, to express our deepest feelings, and to find comfort and guidance. Whether we are celebrating, grieving, seeking wisdom, or simply trying to make sense of our lives, the Psalms are there to accompany us on our journey. Section 5. God of Refuge and Covenant Theological Themes in the Psalms. Woven throughout the diverse tapestry of the Psalms are profound theological themes that lie at the heart of the Catholic faith. The Psalms proclaim God as the creator and sustainer of all things, the righteous judge and the merciful redeemer. They emphasize the importance of covenant, reminding us of God's unwavering faithfulness to His promises. The Psalms also highlight the virtues of faith, hope, and love, urging believers to trust in God's providence, even in the darkest of times. Central to the Psalter is the theme of God as refuge, a fortress of strength and protection in times of trouble. This imagery resonates deeply with the human longing for security and peace, reminding us that even in the midst of life's storms we can find solace and strength in the embrace of the Almighty.